What's going on, everyone? It's Camillio Salamander, back to bring you the news. On today's wrestling report, we have many stories to discuss, including a WWE star has been working injured for a while, backstage news on the Summerslam match, an AEW star contract is still unknown, and many more stories. Please don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more uploads. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into the news. WWE has confirmed several matches for its next premium live event, which is SummerSlam. The matches that have been confirmed so far are the undisputed WWE Universal Championship match with Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor, and Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes are the top matches set for the show. More matches make up the show with Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler, WWE's Championship match Asuka versus Charlotte versus Bianca Belair, WWE Intercontinental Championship match Gunther versus Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul versus Ricochet. WWE has played into the MMA backgrounds of the two former UFC stars. That is the idea behind that match heading into SummerSlam. The company has had Rousey and Baszler built for that match as a fight. In the latest edition of Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer reported that he was told the idea is not to be a street fight, but more of an MMA rules type of match, which makes sense because both of them has their backgrounds. Jade Cargill retained the AEW TBS title against Tyra Valkyrie at AEW Double or Nothing from Las Vegas, Nevada in May, only to lose it to a returning Chris Statlander moments later, snapping Jade's 60-0 winning streak. She hasn't been seen on AEW television since the bout, with her reportedly taking time off. Around this time of the match, Cargill teased on Twitter that she likes being outside of the wrestling bubble. She also added that she might stay there while being out in Hollywood and indicating that there is no plans for her to return to AEW TV anytime soon. While speaking on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that her AEW status is still unclear. The ratings are in for Wednesday's AEW Dynamite. The show drew an average of 898 viewers, which was down for the 953,000 viewers the show drew last week. In the 18 to 49 demographics, the show did a 0.29 rating, which is down for the 0.34 rating last week. The show on the same night last year did 976,000 with an 18 to 49 demo of 0.33. Last week's show featured the Blood and Guts match, which was a historic drawing for the promotion. AEW has made another full-time hire as they continue to grow during an exciting time in the company history with the recent launch of Collision and the up-and-coming All-In event that will be the biggest event in AEW history with over 75,000 seats already sold from Wembley Stadium. They also brought in a former WWE star to work as a producer, and that star is Chris Hero, who made his name for himself on the independent wrestling scene. He found success in Ring of Honor before going to WWE with his initial stint from 2011 to 2013. He returned in 2016 for his second run where he was using NXT in addition to working for NXT UK, before being released in April of 2020 due to budget cuts. He hasn't wrestled since. PW Insider reports that Hero is now officially on board as a full-time producer for AEW and has been getting high marks for those that they've spoken with. The ratings are in for last week's edition of Monday Night Raw. The episode drew an average of 1.818 million viewers on the USA Network, which is down for the 1.881 million viewers the show drew 2 weeks ago. The 18 to 49 demographic saw the average rating of 0.57, which was the same 2 weeks ago. The show had featured Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark to set up Lynch's future bout with Trish Stratus, Tommaso Ciampa versus Bronson Reed, a contract signing for the World Heavyweight Championship with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, and appearances from Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre and Gunther having a face-to-face. Raw did an angle where the Women's World Heavyweight Champion Rhea Ripley was scheduled to wrestle Liv Morgan, but Ripley attacked Morgan before the bout started. Ripley beat her down, so it was apparent that she'd be written off of television as they did an armchair spot on Morgan's arm. As they went to break, Morgan could be hearing saying that she couldn't move her arm while selling the attack. Last week, Morgan was spotted leaving Raw in a sling after she had been checked on following a barricade spot. This had come after Morgan recently returned to in-ring action from her recent injury. WWE has confirmed many things for tonight's Monday Night Raw, the go-home show for SummerSlam. Here are things that's already confirmed for tonight's Raw. World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn versus Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. Appearance by Brock Lesnar and Logan Paul, as well as Valhalla versus Maxine Dupree. While speaking on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that Drew McIntyre, who challenged Gunther for the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam, will be missing tonight's show due to him filming a movie. Kevin Owens is on the sideline with a legitimate injury and has been written off of television. Reddit user Kermit125 was the first to report that KO legitimately suffered broken ribs. On last week's episode of Raw, WWE did an angle during Sami Zayn's single match against the North American champion Dominic Mysterio. Owens' last match on Raw was 2 weeks ago, where he and Zayn worked against the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio. Owens and Zayn are the World Tag Team Champions, and it's unclear whether Owens' injury will impact the status of the titles. Now, typically, broken ribs can heal in around 6 weeks. The ratings are in for the latest edition of NXT. The show drew an average of 703,000 live viewers live on the USA Network, which was down for the 746,000 viewers the show drew the previous week. It also did a 0.23 in the 18 to 49 demo. Now the show did a 0.21 rating last week. This was the second highest heat demo rating the show has done in the Tuesday time slot. The show on the same week last year did 600,000 viewers with an 18 to 49 demo of 0.13. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to check out more videos on the channel. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more uploads. Once again, I'm Camillio Salamander, signing off. Until the next one.
I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.